Hello people, welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. In this video, I'm going to be picking onto the intense energy that's present right now in the collective, and that could be resonating with people who are looking for answers. So if you're here, it's not a coincidence. So I have taken out some cards: King of Cups, Death, Knight of Pentacles, and I'm also being shown Ace of Swords. I am picking up on the energy, very strong karmic energy, and also narcissistic energy. I can also see the Lovers here, and what I'm being shown as per auto writing is that you are going through a lot of things, or you have gone through a lot of things in the past. Whosoever I'm talking about right now, the one who's watching, you have gone through a lot in the past few years, and I think 2023 was also quite hard or quite difficult, but actually God was teaching you how to not get affected by the chaos and the emotional trauma or trouble that is caused by the individuals around you that I'm being shown the energies. Some of these people may not be physically around you, but their energy has also been around you. And I do sense the energy of someone you loved. Maybe you're not sure if you love them anymore or not. But there was a time when the lover's energy was very strong over there. And the other person also loved you a lot. In yesterday's channeling, I picked up some information, and I want to reshare it over here because there was some confusion. If somebody is 50% narcissistic and 50% empathetic, which means that they could have been born as an empath, but they were raised by really hardcore, cold-blooded narcissistic people, and they had no idea. They were never taught anything in their childhood about empathy, about love, about respect. They were always manipulated, they were always fooled, they were always raised to be very selfish. They were raised to be very materialistic. But inside, in their heart, they had empathy, they had emotions, they had true love. But because of their addiction patterns, which they were given as in those addiction patterns were passed on to them via luxuries, via lots of presents, via over pampering, via enabling their mistakes, their bad behavior. Because whosoever raised them was extremely attached with this person, the one. For you, maybe your lover, your ex, maybe your current person also. It could be anyone. Now, in this channeling session, I am being shown that yes, all over the internet, wherever you go, there are people talking about the narcissist and how they are harmful and dangerous. But nobody is able to help you out with the reality that why these narcissists were sent to you, number one, and what can you do to actually make the condition, the situation, anything that you're facing happen or come in your favor. Because most coaches and healers actually give up on this problem. They say that this can never be healed. The narcissist cannot change. 100% narcissist, a hardcore narcissist cannot change. That's for sure. But you can change. And the one who is trained by them, the proxy or the one who's 50% narc, they will change because they love you and because they are spiritualistic, because they have empathy in them. They also have natural empathy in them, but they were never taught about it. They were never shown how to use it or be an empathetic person. Only because of you, when they see you, when they met you, maybe they met someone like you in the past also, but it was not as strong as you. That person's energy was not as strong as you. So when they met you, 100% they saw what an empathetic person is all about, what a selfless person looks like, what a truly loving person looks like, and how a person behaves when they are integrated with the source. Integrated with source, integrated with masters. Masters take care of you, masters are there for you, spirit guides are there for you. I mean, people say spirit guides, I would say master, because I feel without the master nothing can happen. It is always the master that shows you the path. Master will never leave your hand. We call master guru in India, and in English the word master is used, but I think master, guru, it's the same thing. So if you have the guru, if you have the true guru, the love of guru, everything will be sorted out. And the greatest way to deal with narcissistic people is to chant the solar plexus mantra. Because the 50% narc, 50% empath, that person is truly in love with you. Whatever they faced with you or whatever they experienced with you, whatever they had with you was 100% real. And they also fought for it. It's not like they did not. I mean, the one I'm talking about in this collective, because there are different types of relationship patterns, and you guys, to work on your relationship issues or your energy type, you guys can get into personal sessions with me. With regular therapy, these issues can be healed. I have people coming to me again and again, repeatedly they come, because one problem when they solve, they realize that okay, this was something which they could not have solved. Even in the 3D world, you need a lawyer, you need a doctor, or maybe somebody needs a psychiatrist or something. But the work I do, it's a gift by my masters, because my masters are that powerful. And because of solar plexus mantra, the solar plexus chant that I've been doing since my childhood, and I know this by experience. I've gone to silent retreats, I've been in different places, I've tried a lot of things. As a scientist, as a nature scientist, I figured out that if we don't work on our chakras, if we don't get aligned with our chakras, no matter how many readings you listen to, how many people you go to, how much you are addicted to certain things, certain people, certain behavior patterns, it will never get healed. Trust me, it needs work. Money has got nothing to do with it, because whether it's your person or whether it's you, many people, like the other narcissists that I'm talking about, the 100% narcissist who cannot change, they're all very much drawn to your money or to your beauty or to your body also. So basically, the one who's the enabling person is literally on the top of the pyramid. And you may not even know that they are actually causing your separation. They are the ones who are playing a big role. They are the ones who are bringing in the karmic parties, third parties. They are the ones. It could be a sister, it could be mother. I sense mother energy a lot. Most people have this narcissistic mother energy around their partner, around their person. Okay, and this narcissistic mother energy is so toxic. It doesn't want their child, their son, to go to the right woman, because the right woman may be great for the son. This is why this is a narcissistic thing, going on, because narcissists are very selfish. They don't care about their own children sometimes if things don't suffice their needs. They feel that this girl, this lady is so good for my son. She's so amazing, she's so beautiful, my son is head over heels in love with her. She's actually reforming him, she's teaching him good things, she's teaching him meditation, she's teaching him to quit his addictions. But if he's going to do all of that, he's going to leave me and go to her. That's her insecurity. The narcissistic mother's insecurity is to lose the child to a much better person. She is not thinking that if she can love my child so much, my son so much, she might also love me the same way, or she would be nice in this family. Why she's thinking about her? She should think about her son, about her children, about the coming generation, or any good work this girl is doing. But she cannot think like that, because she's too selfish and too materialistic. And in case of men who are watching this reading, you are going through something with your woman, then definitely her narcissistic father is involved. Because with women, most of the times it's the father's control. With men, it's the mother's control on the opposite side. But on your side, you need to figure out who's playing that role. Is it in your template, is it your mother, is it your father? And if you are an empath, if you're doing your inner work, then definitely you should thank your parents, because of them you are doing this type of inner work. However, you also need to release all of those templates and patterns that are there, and they cannot go just like that. For that, you need to do proper inner work. You need to do meditation. You need to align with your chakras. Your chakras actually have all of the magic. And this is the reason why so many people spend such a long time in this journey. They're not able to fix it. They're not able to figure out. They keep watching readings. They keep watching content. They're not able to figure out, because most people are not going to talk about these things. You see so much anger on the internet or wherever, these people are working. They're just saying all the things about the narcissist, but they're not talking about solutions. They're not saying how to fix it. How to fix it? What's the sure short way to fix it? What's the sure short way to heal this problem? First of all, it's gonna take time. Remember that it's not gonna happen over a day. Secondly, it is going to be good for you to actually work on yourself and not them first. Because if you're going to work on yourself, you're going to get a lot of clarity. You're going to see where these issues are coming from actually, because your person, the one you love, might also be mirroring this for you. Yeah, like for some ladies I've seen, they have like really abusive husbands. Okay, they have abusive husbands. They may not be physically abusive, but the husband could be not taking care of anything, not helping financially, not taking care of the children, not being nice, in too many addiction patterns, drinking, smoking, drugs, whatnot, and also sexual misconduct. But they still love this man to death. They want this man, they are crazy for this man, and the man is not treating them respectfully. The man is treating them like a piece of shit. But where is it coming from? Why is he treating this woman this way? She doesn't think like that. She's not looking around herself. She's not thinking, oh, is it coming from my father, mother? Is it coming from my family tree? Is it coming from my karma, my karmic relationship, my karmic ties? What is it? Because if we don't heal what's inside of us, definitely we cannot heal what's outside of us. But I'm actually being shown that there is going to be a change in the collective also, because a lot of people are going to get tired, sick and tired, and they will be like, you know what, I just want to see the change. I want things to change. I just don't want to listen to this. And therefore people are going to work, and that will also lead to a collective ego death. And there will be a spiritual transformation, a time of change will come here, new beginnings will come. And you'll all see, like most of you are already seeing it, maybe that's why you resonate with this reading. But you'll all see that your person is connected with you. In all these years, if you have been here for a while in this type of inner work that you're doing, or waiting, because some of you have to wait. There is nothing you can do about waiting period. So you have to wait, and you have to wait very patiently. During that waiting period, you will meet people, you will come across people who will tell you union is very easy. Union happens like this, union is that, or just stop chasing and the person will come to you. And sometimes those people also will burn out right in front of your eyes. Like I remember when I started watching content, because I wrote a book on this subject in 2011. So I was aware about this since a long time. And in 2015 or 16, I saw some people online who were claiming to be Twinflame gurus or Twinflame healers. And one of them, I had predicted that you will separate, and there was no way that they will separate. No way that they would have separated. They could have separated because they were already separated. They had spent like so many decades in separation. Finally they got united. Then they said, okay, now we're gonna heal all of you people. But this is it. This is the journey. You cannot predict anything. And I predicted for those people that these people are going to get into separation, because only one of them is twin flame. The other one is not a twin flame. Let's understand, you could be a twin flame, but maybe the person you are with may not be a twin flame. It could be a soulmate connection. It could be just a normal person who's here on the planet to live their life, and they met you because they had to play a role in your life, and they signed a contract. And for different people it's going to be different arrangement and different situations. It cannot be same for everybody. But for a lot of people, I can pick onto this energy that the one who got you separated from the person you love, your person could be a normal person. They may not have any interest in mission work. They may not have any interest in inner work. They could have just a normal, random, regular life, but they meet you and something happens. There's a spark and they just want to be around you. They cannot forget you. They cannot get over you. However, you have less of lust energy and they have more of lust energy. Reason being, they are from the earth plane. On earth plane, people are not that spiritualistic. It could be in their past life they did a lot of meditation. It could be possible in their past life they did some meditation. They did some work on themselves, and they may have lived a long time on earth. But when they met you, they were fresh. They were just fresh like any other person. And some of them could be coming from very rich backgrounds, or they could also know how to get anyone easily. They could be having that charm. But when it comes to you, they don't know how to deal with situations. I can sense they still love you, because the Lover's card is a constant in most readings I've been noticing. So whosoever played the villain in this relationship, in this dynamic, that person, that man or that woman is the actual hardcore narcissist, and even this person has to change when they connect with you, but not so soon. First, they will try their level best. They usually try their level best to take your person away from you. And they're going to make it sound like they care for that person. They are saving them from you. They are protecting them from you. They are the well wishers of that person. They will make that person believe that, you know what, I am doing the best thing for you because I'm your mother, or I'm your father, or I'm your sister, or I'm your best friend. Whatever relationship they're gonna use the tag, the label. Now, not only you need to flourish in the face of adversity, but you also need to show it to these bunch of narcissists. Imagine you are facing a gang of narcissistic people, and out of which only one person is 50% like you, and the rest are all the same. Now you got to face them, so you also need to show your mettle to people. All of your life lessons will come in handy, but there has to be a time where you will kind of plan and do implementation. You will set your goals. You will have to determine the best course of action, and that could be first taking care of your finances. If you already taken care of finances, then maybe establishing a better business, looking for the mission, looking for what makes you happy, because you cannot make money, we cannot make money if we don't do what makes us happy. It could be meditation every day, it could be chanting, it could be therapy, it could be counseling work, it could be anything. So with the Knight of Pentacles, all of this is coming, that you are going to become so good with your method, and you're going to be such a absolutely focused person that all of these narcissistic people and their plans are going to fail in front of you. Trust me. And then we have the King of Cups, teaching you how to control your emotions and find the wisdom to accept, first of all, which you cannot change. As I said in the beginning, you cannot change them, but you can change yourself. You cannot change the narcissist, fine. A lot of people are going to say that to you. But you can change yourself, and then the impact of the narcissist will be very less on you. First, it will be a little bit more than what you can tolerate. Then you go to toleration level, then it reduces, and there comes a time when they cannot impact you at all. They can do whatever they want in front of you, but you're cold turkey. I'm being shown water signs here, and I was also shown earth signs. So anyone who resonates with these signs, you can mention that in the comment section. Also, how many of you are actually facing this problem? Like, you have a mother figure, because when there is mother figure, you cannot really say anything. You cannot fight with that person as much as you can fight with someone else. You can say, okay, this person may be wrong, but when there is this mother figure in front of you, it's like the mother knows best. But a narcissistic mother is not like that. Now, what is a narcissistic mother? Let me just explain it to you so that everybody is on the same page. Basically, narcissistic mother cares a lot about materialistic stuff than caring about the real stuff, the soul related stuff. So when the kid, the child who's grown up now, wants to be with a girl or a guy, I mean, it's not gender specific reading, it could be divine masculine, divine feminine, depending on your situation. When they find the right person for them, and they feel that this is the best person, and the mother is suddenly shocked because this is not a materialistic person, they want a materialistic person. Technically, they don't want to share their child with anyone. Actually, that's what they want to do. Or if anyone comes, they should be able to boss around with that person, or they should be able to dominate that person. And they always think that the karmic will never take away the child. They always have this misconception, this assumption that the karmic is going to be the safest option. But actually, karmic is the much more dangerous option than the divine masculine or the divine feminine. Because they are honest and simple, and they're forgiving, and they will be okay with a lot of things. The karmic will not be. The karmic is far more manipulative. She's a better player in that game of materialism. And many a times, karmics also are born in such templates or born in such situations that they bring in those things which now the toxic, the narcissistic mother-in-law energy, it can be in a sister-in-law also, they cannot actually fight against it. With the divine feminine, they would say, oh, look at her, she doesn't have this, she doesn't have that, how are you going to live your life with her, blah blah blah. But with the karmic, they cannot say that. So the karmic actually is the one who eventually becomes the villain of their life. The karmic becomes the big pain in their ass, and that's how they learn. I probably said this in channeling sessions which were like 3 or 4 years old, maybe even 2 years back I shared this, but once again I am picking onto the same energy because the energy is kind of rejuvenated and revived due to whatever happened in 2023. 2020 was also a difficult year for lots of people, but the people who were in twin flame ascension journey, they got trained pretty well. They had a good time for sure. And then next 3 years they had to kind of adapt with other people, and the other people are also taking it very lightly right now. They just see this pandemic as a once in a lifetime thing. They don't see the energetic purpose behind it. They don't know how it's changing the planet. They don't know how it's changing the energy of every empathetic person, and they have no idea that this change also includes their beloved child, which they are just possessive for, not because they love the child, but because it's an ego thing, it's a domination thing. It's more of a, it's my son or it's my daughter, and they just do what I want them to do. Like, I have their control, I have the remote control, you don't, because they get very intimidated by the divine feminine and the divine masculines. So basically you're going to learn how to control your emotions, because when you meet these people, you have no idea that these people exist on this planet. You don't know. And it is in the separation phase where you understand things much better. You remember all the past episodes. Okay, this is what happened, this is how they manipulated you. Sometimes, you know how they show in the TV serials as a vamp, okay, and the vamp is like wearing all sassy clothes, and she's got a lot of jewelry, and she's got that energy, and yet the masculine is always going after the vamp or the karmic, and they don't understand, they cannot recognize. That's because they know how to trap people. They know what to say, what not to say. They have probably an opposite feeling in their heads, but on their mouths and the way they talk, they're so sweet and nice. So it's difficult for any normal person to read into those kind of mind games. And the person who has a twin flame energy is any which way so innocent and naive. They just believe people on face value. You believe people on face value, which is why many a times you won't even know that people are plotting against you or planning against you. But the surrender phase, the separation phase, it teaches you a lot. And right now, the spiritual transformation, which is the ego death, and ego is not just, ego doesn't mean arrogance. Ego is just your attachment with the physical identity. So even for the empaths, they have some kind of attachment with the physical identity, but it's a negative kind of attachment. They are criticized a lot. They are told a lot of negative things about them, and they don't know how to cope up with a lot of things. They feel that something is wrong with them. So that's also an ego, and that also needs to die. So when this negative mind chatter dies, that's when the pure lover energy comes out in the picture. And the Knight of Pentacles, who's a very smart planner. Knight of Pentacles does not get distracted easily, because they put a lot of mind into, like, mind and matter and emotions, everything in balance, because they've gone through a lot in the past. So now their focus is very sharp. The third eye focus. I keep talking about solar plexus healing. I keep talking about solar plexus chanting. The third eye meditation that I keep recommending to everybody is really magical. It's very powerful. It gives you a lot of energy, especially if you do it in the morning hours. It has wonderful benefits. Because of distorted feminine energy, a person goes into body pain. So there is somebody I'm channeling who has different types of pain in their body. It could be on the shoulder, the neck area. It could be in the back. It could be even in legs. It could be in the knee area. It could be also something to do with maybe weak bones, lack of calcium, and I can also pick on to migraines, headaches that happen because of guilt and shame. What will heal you is animal spirit and snake energy. Snake energy here means the Kundalini energy. So again, the more this energy rises up, the better it becomes, and you can easily decode the games of narcissist. And how you do that? Because see, first the negativity burdens you a lot. It feels like a heavy burden. It feels like existential crisis at that point in time. All of the chaos of the life they bring forward to you, because see, as long as the toxic narcissist, who is kind of the villain of your story, they were not challenged by anyone in their whole life. They always got it easy. They always played the mind games. I mean, this is a master manipulator who can manipulate people emotionally, mentally, even physically if it's needed. Sexually, they can manipulate people. So this is a master manipulator, and imagine falling in love with a master manipulator's child, who is now an adult. Of course, you met them when they're adult, and falling in love with that kind of person, and maybe they've also not been able to train their child. They've not been able to convert their child or make their child act like them. It's not happening because they've tried a lot. However, they also have an attachment. So narcissistic people also have attachments. It's not like they don't love anyone. It's not like they don't like anyone or they don't want anyone. They also are very possessive, but the only problem with them is that they don't have the source connection. They don't know about true love. They don't know about caring and sharing. They don't know about unconditional love. They cannot accept that their daughter or their son can love someone so deeply and so beautifully, and they can have such an intimate relationship which can actually transform them. Now, the other person who is trained to be 50% narcissistic, they also find all of this change very difficult. So every time they have to blame someone, they're going to blame their empath lover. You are causing me this stress. It's because of you I cannot change my life. It's because of you I cannot shift. But when the karmic comes in with the easy breezy style and all of the fake sass, the botox, the plastic surgery, or if it's a guy, then the fancy cars or the big talks, or the playboy attitude or whatever they carry with them, this person who is looking for a scapegoat, looking for a blame game, looking for a lot of negative issues, because they want the love but they don't want the hard work. They want to get you, they want to get all of you, but they don't want to give you anything. So then that doesn't work, and there are lots of problems. But if there are problems, they prefer you to be silent. They just want you to be quiet all the time. If you say anything, why are you exaggerating it? Why are you overdoing it? What's the issue? Everything is fine. Don't do all this drama. When you speak about your issues or concerns, it's drama. So every time there's a runner-chaser dynamic, it's actually a good thing. They keep coming back to you. They will come back to you at any cost. Even during separation, a lot of people come back to their person. But if you're a strong, hardcore empath and now you want to do inner work, you're not going to attend to, or you're not going to entertain their calls or messages or whatever small little highs and hellos they send. Because that's not the right way to go about it. I mean, they should also understand their mistake. The karmic or anybody else cannot give them what you can give to them. You can give them real peace. You can give them real healing. You can give them really a lot of things. So sometimes this separation phase is important because they got to go somewhere else and have a really bad shit experience. When they have that piece of shit kind of experience, that's when they realize that, my narcissistic mother and father just bullshitting. They don't know anything about joy, peace, happiness, surrender, letting go, love. They don't know anything. Who knows it? My person. I got to go back to my person. But then they feel, oh my God, it's too late now, because they are at a really high level. So now when they look at you, if you're in that stage, they're looking at you, you're on a really amazing place. If you're lucky, if you don't go back to them so easily, because going back to them without doing your inner work or without becoming emotionally strong is a recipe for disaster. If you go back to them, they're going to harass you so much again. It's going to be really bad. And then there will be more time spent. But if you don't go back to them, you don't bow down to them, you don't accept their nonsense, you just are very cordial, okay, yeah, fine, whatever, and you tell them you're happy, which is a fact. You tell them, I'm happy without you, I'm doing great without you. That confidence you need to have on yourself. If you don't have that confidence, then again there will be one more cycle, one more long cycle. But if that has not happened, then great. Let's move on with this reading. So yeah, I'm being shown that with the narcissist, you need to reclaim your mental space. You need to reclaim your mental energy, because they actually make a house inside your head. And trust me, if anyone has been in this situation, then you would know that it's not just your person who lives in your heart and in your house, in your mind, but it's also the mother, the sister, the father, all of the toxic people around. They all live in your head, and they are having monologues and dialogues, and they're stressing you out unnecessarily. And you probably never face this type of stress in your whole life, which you face with them. So now you need to reclaim that energy. You need to take back your energy. You need to empower yourself, and you need to cut out the negative interaction, because they're just trying to feed in some programs, because they're so insecure, they're so scared of you, they're so damn scared of you that they just want you to get scared by them, if that makes sense. Okay, they're scared by you, so they're trying to scare you, and they cannot scare you that easily, because you got God on your side and you got a lot of cool things happening. They have realized that every time they try to mess around with you, something bad around them happens. Now they don't want to take that risk, but how do they shoo you away, how do they shun you away, is by telling you that you don't have those gifts, you're not good enough, you're not worthy. And they cannot do it directly, so they need to use someone, and that is your person. And they do it by, poisoning their mind, by telling them all kinds of stories, by telling them, oh, you're so sad. All right, they'll try to buy their love. Suddenly they'll be very nice to them. They'll buy them cars or gifts or fancy stuff, whatever they need, jewelry, send them abroad, send them to another country to study, so that there is a separation. Or put some money in their stupid business ideas. Now, why am I saying stupid business ideas? Because this person is still not in that zone. They are not in their full potential. They're just looking at you and they're just going gaga about you, but they're not doing any work. And then there comes a phase where you are obsessed by them, because you've also never gotten that much attention from anyone, that much love from anyone. It feels like true love. It feels like lifelong thing. So you also get totally obsessed, and this is where the healing is required. But the problem is the narcissist on your side, because they have also trained you to be a people pleaser. They have trained you to just be a slave. They have trained you to just accept breadcrumbs. Just the way the other person is enabled, they are like this prince or princess. They come with a lot of attitude. They come with a lot of pampering. You are the person who is totally neglected. Now, a neglected person is in front of someone who's so damn hugely pampered. How does it work? There's going to be initially a lot of fire and excitement and adventure, because these are two polar energies coming in together. But there is some kind of obviously natural attraction also. The lover attraction is there, the lover card attraction. But then comes the challenges. So now you need to face these other narcs who are actually behind this person, the behind the scene, the team. Just the way you have a spiritual team, an invisible spiritual team, they have a very visible people team, the men and women. So yeah, so basically the animal spirit is going to help you here, snake energy is going to help you here, and solar plexus healing. Your confidence has to be healed and it has to be reclaimed. You need to bring back all of your stolen energy. Some of it you gave willingly without realizing that you're giving away your precious energy, and some of it they obviously stole via manipulation. And you need to throw these people out of your head, and you need to reclaim your house back, which is your mental house. And then you need to also tell your mind to shut up and just listen and not do much until they're told. And you need to connect more with your heart chakra. You need to connect with all of your chakras step by step. There is so much blockage. You need to work on that blockage. And I think my intuition is telling me that a lot of you will see success at the end of the tunnel But all of this anger and all of this frustration, it has to go. Maybe this is a phase, because there is a phase where you feel all of that anger. What you can do is work on that anger, I have therapies like transmutation of anger into love, karmic release therapy, chakra alignment therapy. Most important therapy is negative memories release. It's such a wonderful therapy, such a lovely therapy. And for those who are also learning how to cope up with their own narcissistic folks around, or mother father energy who don't let them flourish. If you're not going to flourish, how are other problems going to get solved? So that will get released via the narcissistic abuse release therapy and 3D to 5D. Anyway, so this is where I'm going to close this channeling session, and I'm going to give you a takeaway. There's a takeaway for you, that you have accumulated a lot of good energy. This is a timeless prediction, and it's going to increase the more you distribute it with others. So a giver has to be a giver. A giver is a giver naturally, but a giver also has a lot. That's why they can give. Never forget that. So I'll see you in the next video. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.